Hello everybody, welcome back to Junk Heap Garage. We're back on the donor motor, which was an old motorcycle for a little jet ski jet boat project I'm working on. And like I'd mentioned previously, the carburetors were garbage. And it just, to kit them and everything, or even buy new ones, was going to cost a whole lot more than what I got in mine. I was going to put a little cheap 2-barrel carburetor on it, which is a knockoff Holly. And the reason I chose that, because they're real simple to work on. You see it right here. They're real simple to work on. You just pull these off, the bow screws out, change jets if it's too much for it or not enough jetting, if it's too rich or too lean, which I don't think it's going to be a problem with this one. But anyway, there's the bottom of it, and I'll show you what else I got going. Bring you in a little bit better view. As y'all can see, one carburetor sit right here and the other one sit right there. So what I've done to adapt this to it, you can get these little exhaust pipe repair adapters at O'Reilly's. I just bought a few assorted sizes. This one right here is 1.5 inches. I got a couple of them. I just cut one in half, one piece here, one piece here. But I forget what millimeter this boot is, but the exhaust pipe's not quite big enough. So what we're doing is taking this other half I cut off, got a little pipe expander, gonna expand it out a little bit. Okay, see, it's like that. But yeah, that's what we got going there. See, works pretty good. Now all I gotta do, make sure it's all the way down in there. A little tap with a hammer. Alright, it's all the way seated. Take a screwdriver, whatever I done with it, and tighten this clamp up. Go ahead and tighten the clamp up. I still don't think I've got it quite big enough. No, sir. Let me take this back out. All right. Try again. A little bit bigger. Okay. On the other end. All right. Let me see. There we go. All right, that's seated all the way down in there. And then the other part I've got is, you got to make a flange for the carburetor to sit on. I cut this out last night out of 1/4 inch steel on a burn table last night at work. And the thing's pretty neat. I got a little crooked, but it'll work. Now what I have here to fit in here tight is some, I forget what size they are, inch and 3/4 ID, 1 3/4 OD. And that'll work good for fitting in tight right here, but also sliding over the 1.5 inches to give a little wiggle room. So what we're gonna do, sit these down on here, maybe. Set these down over here, like so. Which I might have to wind up doing a little bit more to it. It's not working for some reason. Okay. We got right here. I'm going to go back over here. But y'all see the gist of what I'm trying to do. But anyway. Yeah, I see the problem here. Got this swelled out a little bit too much. That should have went. Anything like this, trial and errors, everybody knows. Well, I believe it's going to work. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Set this over. Set this over like so. At least try to get these up here. Look, gosh, dang it. A little bit better. Well, not quite like I'm wanting it just yet. All right, stand by a second, folks. All right, sorry about that, folks. I was getting a little frustrated and saying a couple things that YouTube probably don't want on the air, but anyway, I think y'all can see the gist of what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna get this all spot welded, and then of course these pipes sticking up, this all get cut off flush, and gonna be a gasket and another plate up here just like this. And of course, it's self-explanatory. Each one of these holes is their own cylinder. And that's why I chose a 2-barrel. But anyway, you know, it's pretty simple. I believe it'll work. Alright, and I might weld on it here in a little bit. And there'll be more video about it tomorrow. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, drop your comments. I'll take all the criticism or suggestions everybody's got. Alright, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.